what we're doing is timeless. This struggle of humanity for more freedom.
I'm joined now by Vit Jedlicka, president of Liberland. Vit, it's great to be with you today.
Great to be with you, Jessica.
Now, I love having interviews with you because I think something that you've done really stands as a testimonial for the blockchain and crypto space, which is if you don't like the way something's done, just change it or create something new. For people that aren't familiar with Liberland, can you tell our viewers what Liberland is?
Liberland's aim is to be the freest country in the world, and we are the youngest country. We are the country of, I would say, the most blockchain experts and crypto freaks from all around the world. It's now 630,000 people that have applied for citizenship of Liberland. So we're fairly big, a little bit bigger than Malta in terms of potential citizenship, right? And I think it's a good result in 4 years.
So for our viewers, just a little bit of context. So it's a plot of land between Croatia and Serbia. And this really stands, as you mentioned, blockchain and cryptocurrency advocates are located there. Why is it such an appeal to them, do you think?
Well, I think it's kind of a zeitgeist, the theme of the era we are living in, right? People striving for freedom, trying to get rid of the central bureaucratic agencies that are governing our lives all around the world. With taxation around 50% in Europe, people are really trying to find an alternative to the ways of life. And it's kind of a modern age Tea Party movement. People really fed up basically with their government. And there is no way to fix it. There is no way to fix a traditional European government to get them regulate and tax a little bit less. Especially now with the European Union, all these trends are irreversible. And people really want to live in a free environment. It's so hard to get citizenship of Monaco or Liechtenstein or Singapore. It's impossible to get it in Dubai. People want to be citizens of a country that they believe. They want to contribute to the society, but sometimes they just don't feel like supporting all these wars and unnecessary bureaucratic institutions. And that's why Liberland was created. And it would actually work even without blockchain technology. The blockchain and the crypto is just like a cherry on the top of it.
And you were formerly an economist, correct?
Yeah.
Yes. So did you manage to identify some aspects of European economics, for example, that were implemented by central banks that maybe you didn't agree with, that led you to positively improve or create Liberland?
Well, what we're doing and thinking about is not a new idea. I mean, right now on our coin, 20 merit coin, we've got Frédéric Bastiat. He's kind of a grandfather of Liberland. He was 250 years ago in the French parliament advocating for less taxation, advocating for less regulation. It's basically saying that all these things are hampering the growth and prosperity of people, and somehow nobody read him, so we end up in this situation. But what we are doing, we are a nation of people that believe in freedom. It's less than 1% of population around the world, but we're everywhere, and we cannot really make a change in our own countries. But if we get together as a nation, as a huge diaspora of these people, it's enormous power that is really lying there.
And now, just finally, so you've mentioned some of the population that you have. It's over 600,000 people that have applied to be citizens now. Going forward, what kind of things can we expect to see from Liberland?
Well, right now, we're just about to launch our governance on blockchain. I think it's going to be big change for the whole ecosystem, and it will also allow people to really participate. So far, the biggest problem in Liberland was myself. I was a bottleneck. Right? People tried, 600,000 people send me an email. There is no way for me to respond. Right? So right now we're going to have this system with a centralized governance with 21 members of Congress, each one of them separately funded, and with also possibilities for people to directly get engaged in the governance and in the decision making. So all these things, I believe, will tremendously speed up the development of Liberland. And we're going to be the first country that just doesn't talk about implementation of blockchain for some registries, but we are also directly applying it on ourselves. The whole Congress will be on one blockchain. The whole system of courts will be on the same blockchain. The system of registries of cars, ships, land registry, everything on one single platform. And I'm so happy that I have my whole team, also the tech team, here with me in Malta, and we're kind of finalizing the whole story.
It sounds like Liberland is a great sandbox for a whole government and governance on a blockchain. Have you experienced any growing pains so far? Any challenges from where you started to where you are today?
I would say everything is a little bit easier than expected. That's kind of the fun part about Liberland. By the way, we really expected 20,000 people to sign up for Liberland in 1 year, and we got them in first hour. It was pretty amazing start, right? But of course, it's a man-made project, so we've got ups and downs. But I think we're doing very well, and what we're doing is timeless. You know, this struggle of humanity for more freedom is there always, and honestly, it's the only reasonable politics to follow, right? There people go to politics, they don't know what they're doing, they follow different ideologies, but seeking for more freedom for people, I think, is the most honorable and the best way to do, and that's what Liberland seeks for.
Well, Vit, thank you so much for sharing some of your insights today. It was an absolute pleasure. Thank you so much. Thank you. Great. That's all for myself and Vit. We'd love to hear how you found this segment, so share your thoughts with us.